Hello! I have not read cards in so long. I'm in the middle of, not in the middle, in the beginning of twisting my hair, but. And I feel like maybe playing with some cards. These are the ones I have with me to Italy. And it's just been full moon, or it is, the moon is full right now in Sagittarius, and I was gifted a Vedic reading recently, and according to Vedic astrology, I have both my sun? No, I have my moon and ascendant in Sagittarius, and then my sun in Aries, which is interesting. And yeah, I haven't really been looking into astrology much recently, not as much as I used to. I've been shifting my focus more inwards to the emotions and the mental and psychological aspects of self. And yeah, I still think astrology is fun. I think I'm more interested in Vedic astrology now than sidereal. Vedic is said to be the most accurate in terms of positions and mathematical relationships and all of that. And sidereal is less accurate in that way, but yeah. So let's start with pulling a card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. I think this is the most beautiful deck that I have. It's so stunning. So we're just gonna, wow, I haven't done this in so long. Whether on camera or off of camera. Ooh, okay, so the bottom card, I love it, is the Medicine Mother. Look at how gorgeous this image is. Honor your inner knowing. C'est magnifique. And that really, for me, speaks to my focus internally rather than externally. But still acknowledging the external as a mirror of what is within. So, what happened recently? There was something I was like wondering. I had like a question in my being, but I didn't really ask anyone or go searching for it. It was just like, I wonder about this. And then I feel like the same day or the day after, something happened, something like gave me a response to that wondering. Which feels really nice, which is what I mean with like how the outer is a reflection of the inner. Or it's an example of it, at least. And then the one that fell out, we got the Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. And I love this man's eyes. Stunning artwork. The art is by Lily Moses. So beautiful. So we got honor your inner knowing and move beyond ancestral patterns. Just beautiful. Because if you look at her, look at how those white dots and the infinity symbol. And he has these white dots on him as well. And they're both speaking to my African heritage for sure, but really everyone's heritage. Like this one says ancestral. Moving beyond ancestral patterns, honoring your inner knowing. Because for me, from her, there's like a recognition of tradition. Look at the patterns in the background here too. And the inner work. Medicine Mother, wow, I love that these two cards came through. she got the shells, she got the jewelry, like, I feel like this type of things is what is passed down. Like, I think anyone is capable of being able to create these things, but it's easier when you've learned it from your mother and she's learned it from her mother or father, and there are some things that are passed down, right? But then it comes with, and if the message is honoring your inner knowing. So I feel, and what I love about Sagittarian energy is also that temperance energy of tempering, like, so that the water isn't too cool or too warm. There's a harmony, there's a tempering what has been and what is within you, and not falling too far into the self versus the other, recognizing that they're all a reflection of each other, the self and the perceived other, right? It's getting hot in here. Someone open the window. I love wearing scarves when I'm doing readings for some reason. Makes me feel more mystical, maybe. Okay, let's pull some cards from the Witch's Wisdom Tarot. Maybe one, or we shall see what it do. Oh. The wind feels amazing. My focus keeps being on being your true self. And recently, for the past couple of days, it's really been a couple of months, but like intensely these couple of days, the focus on being present with how you're feeling and being present with other people with how you're feeling. That's a challenge for me, especially when I'm not feeling something that I think they will perceive as positive. I feel like I should deal with it on my own. And I have a habit of doing that. I have a pattern of doing that. And so I'm really practicing, and it's not easy, but I'm practicing showing up as however I'm feeling. So if I'm having a rough day, and I'm living with a family now that I've been with for 3 months, so to be able to show up and say, I'm not feeling so good today, and communicate that and not feel like, oh, I'm being a burden on the family because I'm not feeling well, you know? Okay, we have a card. Ooh, this was the card that was showing when I opened it from the box. 9 of Water. Wow. Talking about emotions. Water is all about emotions. Feeling. I want to say movement as well. Connection. I think this is it a trout? Salmon? Some kind of fish moving upstream. Ooh, the stream of what, like ancestral patterns, because they've been done by ancestors. Like, both positive and negative traits are passed down to our children, whether we want to or not. Because it's who you are. Like, you're both positive, you have both positive and negative situations within you, patterns, habits, ways of being. And by virtue of being, it's going to be passed down to those who come after you. And so it has so much momentum, like it's like the stream of a water flowing down. You don't need to consciously try to flow with it. You can just be still and you're going to flow with what has been. And so to honor your inner knowing and move beyond ancestral patterns, sometimes it's going to feel like you're swimming upstream, like you got to swim against the velocity of the what has been. Wow, I like it. I like the simplicity of this. What's on the other side here? 3 of Earth. The light. There we go. So we're going to read from the book. Should we read from the angels and ancestors first? Let's do that. Let's read in the order that everything showed up. So we're going to begin with the elder. I'm going to find him in here. See, that's the medicine mother. I love that we have a masculine and a feminine and then a fish. I like it. The elder. So let's show you this while I read. Message. Move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members, past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. I like that. Your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. About the Aboriginal people are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth. So the Aboriginal ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to the ever-changing planet, but also an understanding of what a spiritual life should be. That word should be. I think everyone's path is different but the same. Like it's always going to be unique to you, you know. What's right for you at this time may not be right for me in my time, but that doesn't make it less right for you, you know what I mean? Extended message. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks they have created for you. I like that. Your ancestors are rooting for you. Arate. Thank you to the ancestors. And then we have the medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. I really love this card. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. About mother always knows best, they say. And it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful. And this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the step forward. Extended message. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. If you watched my last video, this is amazing. I need to charge the computer. It's amazing. Okay. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you're being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Oops. All right. And then finally, we're going to read the Nine of Water. Oh, there's a card in here. Balance. Oh, this was the card when I was asking for an overall energy for this journey here to Italy. This is the card that came, number 11, Balance. Nine of Water is here. Leap of faith. Let's see. Wow, it's so, there we go. Wisdom. A pilgrimage as old as time is underway. A pilgrimage as old as time is underway. Fresh waters mix with salt, and salmon recognize the roiling place of their beginning and end. They enter the wild and racing stream, leaping over boulders, up waterfalls. The wise and brave fish who knows the impossible, does the impossible, mastering the realms of water, air, and mystery, defying distance and gravity, battling against the current, the bears, the birds of prey, and overcoming exhaustion and fear of transformation to return home, spawn, and die. Damn! And the magic doesn't end there, for the impossible, immortal pilgrimage continues within the sacred waters of life. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, there's part of me that's like, what's the point if you're gonna be mastering the realms of water, air, mystery, defying distance, gravity, battling against the current, the bears, the birds of prey, overcoming exhaustion and fear of transformation to return home, spawn, and die. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Essence. A daunting task, absolutely. Trust, determination. Go for it. Take a leap of faith. There's strength within you that defies all logic or expectation. Wow, see, that just took it straight to, there's that quote, is it Bob Marley that says it? I'm sure other people have said it, where you don't know how strong you are until you've gone through something that encourages your strength, you know? That inspires you to be strong. And then on the other side, it's like, whoa, I actually made it through that. So that's one point of it all. It's the courage of the heart that has reasons reason knows not of. What? Wow, I feel like I need that on a sweater or something. It's the courage of the heart that has reasons reason not knows not of. Sorry, let me do it one more time. It's the courage of the heart that has reasons reason knows not of. You're being called to defy the odds and return to the most precious things you've known since childhood. Some things in your life will die away, but new blessings will take their place. Make your leap of faith. Wow, 'tis beautiful. Magic. Celts, Yakima, and other indigenous peoples have always known the salmon is a sacred creature of wisdom and magic. Give thanks for life's willingness to sustain your life with its own. Prepare and share a sacred meal of salmon or vegetables and grains. Reflect on nature's blessings and you will see the future. What you do then is up to you. Wow. Okay. What a beautiful reading. What a beautiful reading. Okay, let's read the last one, 3 of Earth. See if that adds a little something, because I feel like there's a spaciousness, for me at least, with the message of this that's still a little bit like daunting, as the book said. So let's go for 3 of Earth and see if it can ground us a little bit. Sacred site. The land is full of enchantment. Magic has been woven into it over the ages, patterns repeated over generations, but we often miss what's hidden in plain sight. The ancestors and the Celtic Fae, the Fair Folk, the Aes Sedai, and the Twylfth Teg have all played their part and are here now among us, but unseen. I love that this one was speaking to more like African, those ancestors, and this deck is speaking more to Nordic ancestors. And if you didn't know, I have both, so feels nice. And also the world, there's like this huge division between black and white, so I like that they're meeting right now in this reading. Have all played their part and are here now among us, but unseen, and in the other world, which is but a step away. They are visible to those who have the eyes to see. The blue spludge in the eyes of the horse grazing among the primroses means they see you. Means they see. The blue in the eye. If you ask respectfully, they may carry you to the other world. How you get back is another magic. Would you want to though? I don't know. Regaining sacred site. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that kind of speaks back to this one. Would you want to go back? Regaining sacred sites, spirit beings, magic is afoot. Step outside your comfort zone. In many ways, you're in a comfortable place in your life, but there are important things you're not seeing. Spend time in whatever bit of nature you can find, and your own nature will be better, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And you'll start to see the most important magic of all. The divine is embodied. And then there's a magic thing. A folk spell for seeing fairies. Eat a primrose flower. Make an offering to the fairies at a magical place, an ancient site, a hollow hill, a fairy tree, usually a hawthorn. Your place of power. Be polite if you do meet them, but don't eat what they offer or you'll be trapped in their realm. What? Okay. Interesting. I don't know if I feel more clear or more confused with that last one. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this served you well in some way, one way or the other. I hope you have a beautiful full moon experience and just day, life, you know. Yeah. Bye bye.